Dahlia, is my airship ready?
Just about. And I found two adorable little scoundrels trying to steal it. But they'll be dealt with.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll just be grounded. With maximum security.
Don't you get it? You're helping a witch hunter destroy everything.
Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. While I'm here cleaning up my spilled freaking coffee. God.
Trying to make me look bad.
There's only 2 people here because it took me forever to get it going.
You talk to my girlfriend like that.
Let's announce it a couple places real quick.
We'll find you a new girlfriend. Someone who's not on wanted posters everywhere.
Stream.
Really? You're embarrassing yourself.
Having a weird morning, guys.
I always knew you were rotten to the core. Belos will probably snap you in two after I hand you over. Maybe he'll make me the new golden guard. Leave him alone. I'm surprised you're even here, human. Aren't all your friends at the Day of Unity? Well, that's right.
Watching the end
Everywhere, and they're all
clouds on the horizon right now. I've got a couple people back. Good. Hi. Alright, now you can see from the title we're not actually gonna be watching, like, there won't be footage in this video, but we're watching it live. Hopefully I once again resubscribe to Hulu for this because I love you guys so much. Because I couldn't think of a better way to do it. Because I didn't really take enough time, honestly. We're watching this live on television, so you guys can watch it live on television too. But anybody who wants to come back later with like a link to the episode, I'll let you know when commercials are stopping and starting, so you can pause. Hopefully I remember to do that this time. And if you need a link, I have a link. I know it's already up. Because I usually watch these at like 1 a.m. when they go live on like various sites, you know. So the person I get those from already has it up. If you guys need a link to the episode, which I guess you could do now, if you wanted to. Instead of using like live TV. Oh, come on. I don't have time for my computer not to work. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, come on, work.
The jetpack actually works.
Here we go.
The jetpack actually works.
Well, since we've finished with that little mess, let's get back to business, shall we?
Yeah, there's a mega link
You'll thank me when you're a little
to the episode if anybody needs the episode.
It's what's best for the family.
Really looking forward to this.
Best for the family.
I did see one spoiler of who I'm assuming is the collector. Looking a little different than the last time we saw him.
No. You're destroying.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what that means.
I won't let you destroy it any further.
Very interesting to me. This whole thing's very interesting to me, though.
Also, I quit.
Like, they've got so many questions to answer, and it's gonna be really interesting to see which ones they save for the specials. Any last minute predictions?
That was terrifying.
Well, I think the collector's gonna get freed. I think. The more I think about it, the more I think King's gonna have something to do with it.
Go rescue your friend.
Like, King's going to,
You'll need a pilot.
I don't know, maybe accidentally free the collector through their connection or something, but I think King's gonna have something to do with it.
I'm confused.
Because Clouds on the Horizon
It happened so
had a
fast.
lot of it that was
I
framed
didn't even
around
realize
King.
what was going on until she was gone. She wanted to protect you.
I think that Belos is going to betray the Collector, though.
And that
Like,
means
for sure.
she's being taken to Belos.
Like, straight up. It's like the episode's about to start. Yep, 9 o'clock. I feel like I'm getting up to watch Saturday morning cartoons, which is a great feeling for me, being a kid from that era. You know? So this is a lot of fun. Like, even the little bumpers they're sticking between the episodes and like around the commercials right now are making me feel like something like that. Okay, here we go.
But you...
I cannot answer the phone right now.
Just a little longer. We have to wait till after the draining spell.
You better not be fibbing, you pinky swarm me.
Patience, Collector. You can trust me.
No, you can't. Yeah, King knows, see?
It's okay, King, it's okay.
So he nodded off on the ship. Blimp.
I know how to
Airship, like you'd call this an airship, right?
Faster! We're barely halfway there. Luz could be in trouble.
Maybe if I took the wheel.
Very eager to return to Belos. A golden.
Don't leave him alone, Alidor.
Built him an army.
Watch your tone with me, young man.
Drive the car, man.
That's a bright idea. Don't distract the pilots. He started it.
Come on, calm down. Is King gonna do something?
I believe she's going to face Belos alone again, and I'm powerless to help her. Can't even manage.
I feel like they're in the process of elevating King to like a true like secondary protagonist role, you know? After last episode. That's cute. So it was Willow who did something.
We're all exhausted.
Of course she did. She's the best.
Let's focus our energy
Most
on
powerful
helping
character.
instead of fighting each other.
Yum. I haven't forgotten attention from Alidor. Yeah?
Aw, this is just like when I was a kid. Wait, is this why you call me Mitten?
Oh, that's cute.
There's always a way to help. You just have to look for the right opportunity.
Okay. Giving him life lessons.
Thanks, Willow.
Yeah.
Remember that.
They're making up though. Just right into the title card, no opening, which they haven't been doing the opening lately anyway, but like I kind of understand it this time. Yeah, Willow's the best.
Children of the Isles. For too long, our world has been home to
Shut up.
insidious pox.
They really dislike him. Great villain. I just hate him.
But today that changes.
Ugh.
United with the Titan and the power of the eclipse, we shall wipe out wild magic forever. Paradise awaits.
He reminds me of what was his name? The main villain of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Cameron, Mancar Cameron. I think. Or am I mixing him up with a different character that sounds similar?
Hey, pay attention. The other coven heads think they're going to be royalty.
Forgot she could do that. That's interesting. The thing where she takes her arm off.
The cloaking stone won't
He reminds me of that guy though, because he promised all of his followers paradise. He made like a whole other realm to where they could live forever, and then just took them there and tortured them forever because they couldn't really die.
Be careful. If you need help,
He kind of reminds me of that.
scream real loud. Or don't worry.
Paradise for himself, but not anybody else, you know.
Promise I'll be back.
And hurts all of his followers.
Doesn't even rhyme.
This is cute. It's not going to work though. Clearly, if the curse doesn't end up being part of Belos' plan, this isn't going to work. It can't. How far they've come. She's still got the fang though, because of course she does. Why wouldn't she? Actually,
forgot to
Why
mention,
would she?
I
It's
decided
an
to
illusion,
circumvent
right?
the arrangement.
Oh, yeah, he already knows. Okay, like clearly.
Not be taking notice
How
of that,
though? Are we gonna find out how?
Sprout.
What, the Mancar Cameron thing? I mean, it's possible.
Goodbye, boiling isles.
So is that a glyph? Is he using a glyph to do this? Don't be happy about this, dum-dums.
We did it! It's done! It's done! Now you can set me free and we can play new games!
Just look at him.
I'm afraid that's
Yeah.
impossible.
He's already... Okay, cool.
Excuse me, what now?
Just straight to it, man.
You said you'd use the Titan blood to help free me.
And I'm sorry, but I just
Was he wearing his dumb
Titan's blood to open the
1600s coat under the Emperor's outfit literally the entire time? The thing's got a reek. Like how he just immediately goes back to trying to look as much like Philip as he can, though.
You lied!
Oh, so he's able to close up that scar? Is that permanent? Was the scar just fake?
You have been looking for the Golden Guard, and here he is. Perhaps this act is worthy of returning me to my old post.
You're a witch. He's gonna kill you.
For a new right hand.
Or like a demon, like a bipedal demon or whatever, but still.
cut off my whole arm.
But
Hector was truly naive. They thought Belos wouldn't do this. Well, yeah, because he's like a child. The Collector's... Okay, this is why I'm kind of forgiving of the Collector. Obviously, the Collector's dangerous, right? But the Collector reminds me a lot of my 2-year-old nephew, who is not a good person or a bad person. He's just a 2-year-old child who does whatever he wants, and you have to do your best to teach him the consequences of that. The Collector reminds me a lot of that. He's a child who doesn't understand the consequences because he lacks a frame of reference. And whether that's an inherent fact of what he is or not is something different entirely, but I'm not going to get mad at him. Like, maybe he does need to be sealed away or whatever, or even destroyed, but I'm not going to be mad at him for what he is. And you're saying, yeah, exactly. Imagine spending eternity as a chaotic toddler. Alright, so she's not going to be able to beat him. Maybe, I actually think this show looks good. We're on a commercial break, by the way. And they're advertising this show again where the girl finds the magic luchador mask. I actually think this looks fun. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, she's fighting Belos. So she's not going to be able to beat Belos. So I see it going two ways. Either she just straight up isn't able to beat him yet, or her talisman hatches, and that gives her enough strength to do it. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, and hopefully I remember to talk about this in the review, because I have notes, but I sometimes go off on a tangent and forget parts of my notes, in case you guys have never noticed. In case you guys missed it in the last episode, when Luce does her glyph magic now, when she uses her glyph magic now, a circle appears around the glyph. Either it appears around the glyph on the ground or around her arm that's holding the glyph. And the fandom's assuming that it's because she's got a talisman with her now. It's giving her magic a boost. And that makes me wonder, is she now doing the glyphs? Like, is the source of her glyphs, while she has the talisman, now the talisman's power? Could she use magic on Earth, for example, even though she doesn't have the power of the Titan to draw on anymore? I'm very interested in that. because we are definitely going to have to spend some time with her on Earth so we can get that angst about her promising her mom that she would never go back. Right? When do I think the egg will hatch? It'll either hatch during this fight to give her the power boost she needs, or it'll hatch as part of the plot of one of the specials. One or the other, because those are the two most story, like dramatic story moments for it to happen. I'm not sure which direction they're going to go because I don't know what their plans are for the climax of this particular encounter with Belos. Like, her friends are also on the way there, so it'd be nice if they helped out too. And if that happens, then that would be the big thing that tips it, rather than her hatching the talisman. Unless her friends get there early enough, I guess, that it tips things, but then there's time for Belos to tip them back, and then they need another thing to tip the scales, right? Yeah, see, look how much they're framing this on King. Yeah. Jeez, what's her name? Bedelia? She sucks, man. No! Hunter can't die again. Yeah. Good catch, Captain. Could the crew ship those two any harder? Yeah, Dahlia. Yeah, she does suck. She's the worst. I hate her. Like, she's an oracle, right? Shouldn't she know what's gonna happen already? Like, screw her. I like how we keep seeing, like, background characters that we recognize. Why can't Hunter be allowed to do anything cool anymore? He's still getting used to his magic. It'll be fine. Okay, it is actually working. And it doesn't look like it's spreading through the spell like the last time it was used in conjunction with another spell. Excuse me. Gray looks a mess, man. Poor guy. Getting upstaged by a child will do that to you, I guess. Yeah! Okay, so they're both fighting. Was either one of them a traitor? Was there even a traitor, or are we just never going to get an actual explanation for how the Emperor knew?
You two, Darius? Did you really think you'd get away with this?
Oh, look at all the bug bites on him. Well, this is very unfortunate. Metallic trigger shippers, yeah.
Oh, you are making a big mistake. My only mistake was letting you two.
Yeah, the thing you gotta realize about Hunter is that he learned a completely different kind of magic his whole life, right? And now he's having to do magic completely differently. Like, as much as I love Amity, that's the only reason she was able to fight so close to his skill level, one-on-one, back at Eclipse Lake, right?
I didn't realize you're already combining Eclipse. You do have a strange...
She's so strategic.
It took me years to figure that out. Almost like the Titan himself didn't want me to have that knowledge.
Hey, they just straight up confirmed it, too. The Titan was hiding stuff from him. Like, we know, but I don't think there was a traitor at this point. The other Covenants must be the Eye. Yeah, I guess. They were just paying more attention. Because Darius and Eber definitely had at least some discussions about this in the palace. She's not going to fall for this.
Please, I don't want to see another human life destroyed by this place.
Got more insight on Eber. Maybe we still will. Who knows?
About protecting humanity, but after everything you've done, you're barely human yourself.
Yeah, okay, so it came back, so he was just disguising it.
These monsters have warped your sense of reality. Perhaps it'd be merciful to put you out of your misery.
Such an asshole. Oh, that's not good.
You do realize you've been gone from the human realm for centuries. Times have changed.
real term, witch hunter general. Okay.
But those aren't really a thing anymore. No one's gonna take you seriously if you start ranting about the demon realm. Not to mention, passion sense like that. Yikes, my dude.
Yeah. Oh, just savage. Alright, so what's she gonna do here?
You're offering to be my modern day guide.
I'm not offering anything. But I do.
Put the glove on.
Deal.
Okay.
I can't beat you. I know that. So, I will return to the human realm, and I will be your guide. If you spare my friends. Come on.
He's such a dick.
Living proof that this realm...
Like, just a garbage person.
Anything to save humanity. Well, I'd do anything to save the people I love. Please.
She's playing him so hard, though. No, she didn't put on the glove. Maybe she switched hands?
Fine.
Love has rationalized, and this is a mercy. Yeah.
And shake on it.
Well, and she's playing him, too. She's okay. Like, oh, no, she did. How? What did she do? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And now he'll be killed by it too, so he'll have to stop it. Good thinking. But she's playing him. She was giving him information that she knew he would see as information that he could use down the line to manipulate and control her, so that he would not so that he would free her out of sympathy, but so that he would free her out of the sense that he could use her, right? She's very smart. That was so cool. The invisibility thing was so cool. Okay, so Ida's curse is still spreading. That's not good. I don't want to lose Ida. Still spreading from the Coven Sigil. Up. Going where, Belos? Thing's so creepy. Alright, commercial.
The Owl House will be back on Disney Channel.
You crazy Belos couldn't stop it? Maybe he can. It's not his spell, right? He got it from the Collector, right? Maybe that's why the Collector gets freed. Maybe they have to free the Collector to stop the spell? They could just Kamehameha the moon. Destroy the moon. Right? Then there can't be an eclipse if the moon's destroyed. Love Eldritch Belos. It's so good.
What is wrong with you? What?
Just so lanky and weird and creepy. We're getting a trailer for the Chip and Dale movie now, which yes, please don't spoil anything. I know it's probably really hard for you. I know that feeling. I watched the Chip and Dale movie. One of my dudes over on Tumblr said I needed to watch it. I enjoyed watching it, and there were definitely some weird things, some weird and interesting things that it did. But man, I did not think it was a good movie, and I'm debating whether or not I should talk about it. Animate Monster Belos. Yeah. He just looks so good. They pay so much attention to how he moves and stuff, you know? So good. I'm gonna have to give this show a chance too. The sitcom about the villain family. With all their weird superpowers. It looks bad, but I'm gonna have to give it a shot. Up for a good rant. Yeah, I mean, it would mostly just degenerate into me making fun of Disney for literally equating pirating their stuff to human trafficking. Because that's what the movie literally does, if you guys didn't catch it. Feel like people enjoying it fluctuate. Yeah, so how cynical and mean-spirited it is. It felt like it was trying to be like Roger Rabbit 2 or something. Like it even feels like it's set in the same universe as Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit was like good, above and beyond the novelty of that, you know, the whole tunes and humans existing side by side thing. All right, we're coming back to the show. Animation is so beautiful. Okay. So, who here would be affected by the spell? Hunter and Alador, right? Oh, they crashed right at the site. We're seeing it from King's perspective again. We've got to be. So I'm wondering, even though the spell seems to have spread a little higher than that. Yeah, exactly. Roger Rabbit had a clear love for animation. Chip Dale just seems to hate it. Also, John Mulaney's in it, and I don't like him anymore. So, you know. Dear God, that looks so good. Don't no! Don't destroy the door. What was I saying? Oh, even though it seems like it's spread up to about her shoulder, if she removed the part of her arm that has the Coven sigil on it, would the spell stop affecting Ida? Because they had to have reminded us that she can remove her. Okay.
We don't belong.
I'm not like you.
Yeah!
We're here to help.
Willow's here, they don't have to worry anymore. They had to have reminded us that she can remove her body parts for a reason in this episode, right?
Stop the draining spell, but he's all berserk mad.
Wow, he's even strong enough to resist Willow's powers. She's their ringer, what are they gonna do?
It's about to get real scary. You stay here. I can help.
Yeah, King, buddy, you probably can't. I'm sorry. He wants to help so bad now, though. Between the fact that Luce made him a better person, and now he knows he's a Titan, and is starting to feel the responsibility for all of the people living on the Isles because of that, he just... I just... Oh, hey, it's Kiki. I feel that, though. I feel that helplessness every day. I want to help people so much, and I can't. Wonder if Belos is stuck in this form. Hopefully, screw him. Oh, she knew about the Collector? I mean, she is always listening at keyholes, isn't she? So I guess that makes sense.
If that means kicking the Emperor's...
Okay, yeah, so, okay. King didn't let the Collector free. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Like, overall, I do think they might be able to help the Collector change for the better, because Luce has helped so many other people do it.
Why are you hurting me? I only...
She found a hole to die in. Yeah.
You're lying.
Ah! Caleb! You mentioned Caleb. So Caleb is definitely the name then. Wow. Oh my God. They're literally showing a child graveyard. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. That's excellent. Oh my God. This is horrifying. Just under his workshop this entire time. Wow. Gross. Gross.
Leave me alone. I don't associate with fibbers.
Wait, I know someone's there. I can feel it.
Oh, I was gonna theorize about this. Yeah. The symbol keeps the Collector from seeing him. Man, dang it. Dang it.
Way, are you his little Titan baby? I've always wanted
I was gonna do a theory video that his name or whatever it is was a spell of some kind, because of course it looks like a glyph. It's round. It came from the Titan, just like the other glyphs, and they already confirmed it. I have the script half written. Well, the bullet point notes half written already. God dang it!
Oh, it's so fun. Like the
I didn't think they'd actually confirm it yet.
We're gonna need a lot of players, like the whole island's worth of.
Yeah, this episode is genuinely scary.
Ah, shucks.
What's wrong?
Well, gee, everyone's gonna perish
Oh, this can't end well.
Draining spell. Guess we can't play that awesome game after all.
This doesn't really feel rushed, though. A lot's happening, but it feels like more urgent than rushed.
I can stop the spell, and we can play together.
Golly, you do that?
Wait, you're not tricking me into doing
Like,
chores like Phyllis.
I understand why King is doing this,
Pinky swear.
manipulating a literal child, and it feels like he's calling upon a little bit of the old dastardly King from earlier in the series. But man, this feels dangerous. Chores. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are handling it well. You are correct. I get what you're saying. Okay, another magic collector circle. Cool. Great. No. Oh, okay. I love Rain so much. They're the best. Like, sometimes their awkwardness feels a little cringe to me, but that just makes me find the character more endearing, you know? Jeez, how is he standing up to all of them, though? His monster form must be exceptionally powerful. And there's the collector, just stops it immediately. Oh my god.
Just as promised.
As promised, I remember someone throwing me off the bridge. I'm not angry though. Say, you wanna play tag?
Holy shit. Did he just kill him? Look at their faces. They're not horrified enough by this. Oh my god.
Collector, buddy, pal. King! Remember what we talked about?
This thing is terrifying. Like he was already scary. But oh my god. They just, wow. What an introduction to a character. Holy shit. Wow. Jesus Christ.
I'll explain the rules later, but remember, we need lots of play.
He sounds like Bill Cipher right now. Jeez, my god. And he can just, whatever he wants to do, he can just do it by play acting it. Oh my god. Just moves the moon. What? Okay, I'm sorry, but we've got to be setting this guy up for a redemption arc then, right? Because how could they possibly beat this thing? What the? And now he's just... Jesus Christ. It's like fucking Discord, man. Jeez. Oh, are they gonna escape through the portal? Is it just gonna be these kids? Are we splitting up the cast? Okay, I don't like this. Nope, don't like that. Belos is still alive and he's on Hunter. That's gross and terrifying. Why is Luce not standing with the other four?
It's humanoid. It's okay. Luce?
Oh, she'd better not stay behind. She needs to be with the other characters.
I have to get Ida. We'll find a way back to you. Go. I can't hold the portal much longer.
This is amazing.
King, you promised you'd play with me. You pinky swore. We gotta stick together.
Yeah, I'm writing a character like this right now who sacrifices herself all the time for other people.
But I can keep you safe.
Doesn't mean I like seeing it.
Luce,
God.
I'm so happy I had you as a big sister.
Yeah, so since Ida lost the arm with the Coven sigil on it, does that mean she can, if she ever gets her magic, God, and it's just gone. Good on King for saving her though. He's grown so much. If she does get her magic back, if she does, I don't know, learn to work with the curse so well that she can do magic again or whatever, or get rid of the curse or whatever, does that mean she'll be able to use her full magic? Amphibia reference.
Hey, Mom.
Straight up, her mom was reading an article about Anne. That is far and away one of the least exciting things that happened to this. But yeah, that got a little overshadowed by the amphibia Easter egg. But yeah, Gus, like they did such a good job in all of those group scenes with those kids together of writing them so effortlessly in character, and that was one of those, Gus breaking down like that. But that's okay. So we've been speculating. Sorry, I need to talk about this for a second before I can talk about other stuff. We've been speculating for a long time that Amphibia and the Outhouse could be in the same universe, and like that was just an Easter egg, obviously. You know, that was just an Easter egg, obviously, but Easter eggs are still canon, right? And we've seen other amphibia Easter eggs in this, but that's the only blatant one that can't be a coincidence. So as far as I'm concerned, they exist in the same universe now.
That's a shame.
Everything is in the same universe. Yeah. That's the real multiverse of madness.
But only co-hosts get to see inside. And, you know, if you refuse to
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be a lot of analysis of this. Gravity Falls has to be at least in the same multiverse as this, because we saw alternate versions of the Gravity Falls characters in Amphibia. So if Amphibia and the Outhouse are the same universe, then Gravity Falls and Amphibia and the Outhouse are at least in the same multiverse. I have a feeling both of the second season, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we're on other stuff now. I'm gonna leave this on, but I'm gonna mute it. That was excellent. That was so good. This show just nails finales. No, mute. Come on. Catch what Kikimore said about the Collector. Apparently they're, yeah, I heard that. Well, I read it on my captions. Which is interesting because we also, okay, here, I have a theory. Here's a theory. That's literally forming itself in my brain right now. How Belos knowledge things having, yeah, maybe. So my theory is that the Titan actually learned magic from the Collector, and then the Collector got too dangerous, and so the Titan sealed it away. Because the Collector's magic also seems to be glyphs of some kind, big round symbols with intricate designs. And we have seen that at least some of the magic that the Titan gave to Luce could be found in the stars, when she saw a light glyph in the stars. Hunter has Belos power memories, things. Maybe. And so if the Collector is a child of the stars, maybe that glyph magic is something that the Collector brought to the demon realm with it. With him, with them. Do we know the Collector's pronouns yet? That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Do we know when the first special's coming? So I'll know how long I have to wait for this to be either confirmed or rejected. Lots of people say that Gus will give the Belos backstory since maybe they, okay. Maybe, I don't know. Also, the Collector revealed that they were the ones teaching Belos his magic. Wasn't necessarily from the Palisman. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Taught Belos magic, too, so, you know. And he specifically said, I taught you magic stronger than anyone else's, or something like that. Which would imply he's taught other people less powerful magic before, right? Nope, we're in the dark. Great. Maybe the light glyph isn't of the Titan, which is why Belos couldn't find it. Maybe. I think we won't see the backstory. I hope we do, though. Like, maybe we won't. Maybe they don't have time for it. But I really hope we do. They're so good at giving backstories quickly and succinctly in this show, though. I could imagine us getting it. Some protected king would have a growth spurt based on the promo art and the crack in his skull. Maybe. Maybe that could still happen. In credits, I'm pretty sure Bella's Squab was on the door, and we see the door shut. It was pretty strange, so I'm not sure. Dana said something about telling the story inside the episode Hollow Mind. And you go back and look back through the stuff in that, then. I have a theory about that coming, too. Of how the collector isn't inherently... Yeah. Yeah, it is. The collector is terrifying. Yeah, it's basically Discord. And look how they redeemed Discord, whether you liked that or not. Getting him to become friends with someone, with just one person enough to care about them, was enough to change him for the better, you know? And that maybe that's what King will be to the collector now. Yeah, he is fun. He's terrifying, but he's fun. Telling the collector would take Lucy's place and play Owl House like the suit. Yeah, I could believe that. Like, they very deliberately called the game Owl House, which makes me think, was King already thinking, even subconsciously, this is a lost and scared child, I need to help it? You know? Spinel energy, too. Yeah, that's true. Can we talk about... Yeah, okay. Like, what's it called? Not sympathetic magic. But, like, the collector seems to be... Like when he widened his eyes to see into the distance. And when he reached up and mimed moving the moon to move the moon. Therapy house. He seems to... Okay, so Owl House. Let's do a tangent for a second. Owls are associated with wisdom in mythology, right? So I think of the Owl House as like the place where these characters go to become wiser together, if that makes sense. But anyway, the kind of magic that the collector practices doesn't seem to have like an impact on his stamina. It doesn't even seem like he has stamina. And it just seems like anything that he can mime, he can do it, which is what's particularly terrifying. Like if he moves his body in a certain direction, he can move that direction regardless of which direction it is. You know, if he mimes moving a distant object that looks small to him, he can move it. Like if he was right up next to the moon, I don't think he could move the moon. Right? I don't think he could literally like touch the moon and move it. I think he would have to be at a distance, right? But that doesn't mean he couldn't then from that other distance do something else to accomplish the same task, right? See how Albi's flash? Yeah, exactly. We have to get more of the collector's backstory because there's more backstory between him and the Albies. So scary. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was so scary. He is a god. He kind of solved everyone's problem, but not in a Deus Ex Machina, but in a I could be the next villain if I wanted to. Mime magic, yeah. It's scary. Human realm will play a part in the future episodes. Hopefully. Needs to be some relevance to him. The guy was an asshole. Owls are literally... Amphibian and the owls are literally the same. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Make Philip Grimlock with the Belos piece. Maybe. We trade malicious again. Weaker. Yeah. Yeah. One of my predictions for Belos, I think, based on him falling on Hunter, I think the fact that they're technically genetically related, he's gonna like infect Hunter, and they're gonna have to find a way to destroy him. Because if I'm right, and they are gonna redeem the Collector, then Belos still has to be the final villain of the show in some way or another, because they still need a final villain. And if they're setting him up to still be alive in some form, then I can't think of any other reason to do that except for to have the other characters defeat him again somehow, or for the first time really. They still haven't defeated him. Our heroes still have not defeated Belos even once. Maybe the Collector saying, well, I mean technically Luce did, but you know what I mean. Maybe the Collector has something to do with the curse. Like maybe he thought the magic that created. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Think Rain survived? I hope so. I think so, probably. Because it looks like everybody that was affected by the draining spell is going to make it. They'll just be wiped for a while. Belos Goop at the end credits says, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is or isn't. I don't know. Why would they have it specifically fall on Hunter if that wasn't going to play a part? I think that the only way back is for some from the demon realm to make a portal, but King doesn't want it. Fix the curse. I mean, the Collector could fix it, right? I am bad, apparently. Alright, sure. Why is he called the Collector? Because he collects creatures. We saw that back in the Albeast flashback. You're kidding? Okay. Oh, no, you're fine. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Got like twice as many people here as we did for the rest of it. It wasn't the goop though. It looked like someone who has walked back to the hut. What if it was Luce still determined to get back? Maybe. Maybe it was, but we still don't know if she can do magic. Maybe that's implying that there is still yet some other unknown magical being on Earth. Like a kid who collects bugs, yeah. I don't know where he collects them. Maybe on scrolls like he put the Albeast into. And he just happened to lose that one. What about her oh yeah, her Palisman didn't hatch. That's a good point. Frankie K, he's a Pokemon master. I wonder if they are referencing Pokemon with him collecting creatures, because it did look like the thing he was sealed inside in that in-between realm was some kind of Pokeball. I think most everyone's magic is gone. I don't know. I don't know if it's gone. It might just be weakened. And then they'll have to learn how to draw magic from somewhere else. But yeah, her Palisman didn't hatch, did it? I didn't even notice with everything else going on. Wow, okay. Like, she still has a Palisman. It's still there. And she's still, like, I still think she's drawing on its power, you know? A little bit. But, like, it definitely isn't its own being yet. So I guess it's gonna hatch as part of the climax of I would imagine the first special. I feel like Belos is the only one that knew the most about the Collector, so Hunter could have that knowledge from the goop. Now maybe Pokemon being a perfect reference given the Collector's love of games. I'm not sure if the Titans are that powerful considering that Belos using the Collector magic outgunned everyone. Mind battle. Who touched Hunter? Will Belos like go in the human realm? I think so. I think Belos is in the human realm with them. I think that's what's happening. Jeez, man. Do I still have it on my thingy? Here's the link to the episode again for anybody who missed it. If you guys want to watch the episode again. Like pirating's bad, but it's not though. If it's Disney has more money than God. They're fine. we do know that it was a Titan that had the power to trap the Collector. I mean, similar levels of power, but yeah, like just having to seal something away rather than destroy it says something. Maybe capturing the Collector is what killed Daddy Titan. Possibly. Possibly. I thought, wasn't it implied that it was after a fight with another Titan? Maybe the other Titan was working with the Collector, though. I don't know. I hope there's no new characters. Solid problems with the knowledge. Yeah, I could see that. If the Titan were powerful enough to match the Collector, wouldn't their battle have decimated the planet? Maybe not. It seems like the Collector, as powerful as he is, has to like he can't literally do anything. It feels like he has to like see a thing and imagine how he might affect it to affect the world. Maybe like come crunch time while in a real fight where he actually has to think about it, he's not as good at that or something. About the giraffes. Magic creature of the human realm, be interesting, yeah. More likely that they got the Titan Hunters to kill the Titans and trap them as a... Yeah, maybe. Yeah, true. Bat Queen might be King's dad's former palisman. I thought about that. She'd still be a little small. Like maybe he only used a palisman when he was smaller. Because we know they grow a lot, right? I don't feel cheap to just bring back Belos as the final boss. I mean, it would feel cheap if they just did it out of nowhere, but I'm not thinking they'll do it out of nowhere. I'm thinking that there'll be like proper build up to it. Sorry, I'm checking something. Okay, we're good. Here's an internet question. If they redeem the Collector, what's to stop him from one-shotting Belos again? It's a good question. I don't know. I think Belos is going to be the penultimate boss. Like, Belos is the villain, but the Collector is the main problem. Maybe. That's possible, too. Maybe they'll finally deal with Belos properly in, like, the second to last special, and then the final special will be about dealing with the Collector, whether that means sealing him away again, defeating him, or finishing his redemption arc. Because I imagine we're going to get snippets of King basically being loose to the Collector throughout all the specials, right? Hope we didn't lose the Bat Queen backstory with the series games. So do I. Because that was one of the most hyped things early on. Finding out little bits about her was so interesting. Maybe Belos would regenerate from the goo and become a local cryptid. Yeah, it's possible. I think there's only 3 hours of Alice content left. Yeah, something like that. Defeat the Collector by tricking him. Maybe. I don't know if he'll let that happen again, though, after he finds out that King was tricking him, which is definitely going to happen. Like, I imagine there's going to be some awkward, like, there's going to be an awkward period of time where King is still keeping him hooked, like, on the hook, thinking that he wasn't actually being tricked, but then he's going to find, like, and then they'll build a rapport, but then there'll be a setback on that when he finds out that King was manipulating him, right? I feel like we're going to look back once the series is over and see where the story could have been paced better. Yeah, definitely. King's Home would be a safe place. Hope Ida finds him soon. True. How's Hunter going to deal with a carrying parental figure? I don't know, man. He's not going to understand what the hell's going on. That was such a good scene, though. Such a good way to end the season. We're home. I'm home, Mama. I'm home. Be a bit formulaic. It would be, but there's nothing wrong with following a formula, just so long as you present it well, right? Like tropes are not bad, right? Hunter going directly to Darius, yeah. Wish we'd gotten more of them interacting though too. And I feel like there probably would have been if they hadn't had to cut stuff out. Luce and Amity can have a normal date now. Amity wanted to go to the human realm so bad. I feel bad for her that it happened this way. Going to do with Ida and the others. He's probably just going to play with them, treat them like playthings. Don't like the lie and reveal kind. Sure, but like, regardless of whether or not you tend to like it, that's clearly what they're setting up here, and I have faith that they're going to do it well. Rob, there's so many cute backstories. I hate Disney too. I know how you feel. I'm gonna keep watching their stuff because it's good, and I've invested a lot of time into a lot of it. But man, screw them. God, I hate it. I'll just keep pirating their stuff instead of paying for it. It's fine. Again, it is not only ethically correct but ethically responsible to steal from Disney in Minecraft. Well, I'm sure they're really going to become friends if they are building up to a redemption plot. I just think there's going to be a setback in that process at some point, and that King is going to have to really show how much he's grown in order to overcome that. Fear we're entering a dark age for animation. So many things are being canceled. People are being fired, possibly, but you fire enough people, those people all get together and they start a competing business or whatever, right? We're talking a lot of veteran animators who have a very deep and rich understanding of just how much the animation industry tends to screw people over. So we may be in for a dark age, but I think it will lead into a brighter one. Be funny if we had a redemption arc somehow. No. I read a post the other day on Tumblr about how it's wrong to talk, like, it's wrong to expect things to happen to a character because the character deserves it to happen, because characters don't deserve anything. They're tools in a story. And I agree with that to a point. But I'm sorry, sometimes characters do not deserve things. Like, I'll admit that I'm okay with the redemption of the diamonds over on Steven Universe, because that suited the story. It suited the message that the story was going for. I lost my train of thought because I looked at the chat again. That was what was best for the themes of the story. But sometimes when a character is enough like real life people, then as a writer, you have to accept that character now is deserving of one thing or another. Like, characters who are representative of like real life minorities or something. You have to be careful with characters like that, because you're going to have a lot of marginalized people who see themselves very strongly in those characters, right? And people like Belos are horrible enough that they do not deserve to be redeemed. I'm sorry. Because saying he'll be redeemed implies that somebody else is going to have to do at least part of the work of getting him there. And I'm sorry, that's no one's responsibility but his own. At this point, he has had so many opportunities to not be the worst person. So he doesn't deserve to be redeemed at this point. I'm sorry, he just doesn't. Yeah, I can't even imagine how they do it. True, but the best place to monetize without a core network is via Netflix, which is moving away from it. Yeah, but Netflix may realize that's a mistake. Or they could start their own network, or they could work with another network. Another network might see all of this happening and be like, hey, we'll give you a platform because we see that you might be profitable in the future. Belos needs 40 episodes to have a redemption arc. At least. God, I just don't even see. I've rarely seen, like, even going back to the era of like 80s animation when the good guys were good and the bad guys were bad, and it was mostly black and white. I have rarely seen a character as blatantly framed as truly evil as Belos, right? Like, it's just, they did such a good job with him. Since we're talking about potential Belos redemption, how would I feel about Belos hesitating to hurt Hunter? I don't know. He did say that Hunter looked the most like Caleb. Maybe it was less hesitation to hurt Hunter and more hesitation not to kill Caleb again. But, like, if that's the case, and, like, he definitely hesitated. I'm not saying that didn't happen, because it definitely happened. I'm saying I don't think that that was anything conscious. I think that that was, like, some base instinct of his. And, yeah, the Caleb name confirmation, and how seamless it was. That was some base instinct of his. Some base instinct that he's been fighting all this time, every time he murders Caleb again. So, like, while it shows that maybe there's a spark of humanity left in him, he has definitely chosen to abandon that humanity at this point. Ironically, in the name of saving humanity. Yeah, just an emotional impulse. And, like, I don't know. He didn't get enraged again, though, when he thought of Caleb, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does feel a special connection to Hunter, because Hunter was the closest he ever came to a success. But again, I don't think that'll matter. I think Hunter might adopt the Caleb name to distance himself from his purpose. Possibly. It's possible. Like, his only friends knew him as Caleb first. Like, his only real friend group, right? I mean, I guess technically Luce could have been considered kind of a frenemy before that. Knew him as Caleb first, right? Wants to be his own person. Yeah, but he might come to find out he relates to this ancestor of his and take it to, like, honor them, like a name being passed down to a to like a descendant from, like, a grandparent or something. Not literally like a junior or whatever, but like I'm named for my great uncle. My middle name comes from my great uncle. Nah, Caleb Hunter sounds like he's hunting people named Caleb, which is funny. That would actually be like a funny joke for them to make. Alice is 100% super twisted up about Caleb. Considering he doesn't want another human lost to this place. Yeah, but that might have been a lie, too. That might have been straight up a lie that he was using to manipulate Luce. We see how effortlessly he lies to children, right? I don't know. I don't know if we can take that at face value. I think if that is a lie, though, it's the closest lie he's ever told to a truth, though, probably. What would happen if we gain... What would he have gained from saving Luce? I don't know. That's a good point. He had her beaten, didn't he? Okay. There's two ways to look at it, then. Let's look at it this way. Either he genuinely doesn't want to see another human lost to that place because he cares about humanity, like, for real. Or it's like, I don't want to see another human lost to this place on principle because I'm a human and I'm justifying all of this horrible behavior by telling myself I'm doing it for humanity. So either it's genuine or it's an extension of his narcissism, and I'm more willing to believe the latter. Can't see him being honest or vulnerable. Yeah, like the last time we saw him be vulnerable was when he took his mask off for everybody, and that was a manipulation tactic, right? Like, even in situations where he is conveying a genuine thought, he does it to control people. What he gets out of it is he is now controlling Luce. He's manipulating her and might be able to use her for some greater purpose in the future. Like that, I'm 100% sure that that's why he stopped the petrification of her too, was because she fed him just the right information to make him think that he had a hook by which to string her along and control her. And that's also true. It could be a mix of both. I don't know. It's he's a, like he's. I don't think it's that cut and dry though either way, right? Uh, like I don't even think, like, assuming these characters were real people and you asked the guy and he couldn't lie to you, which might just kill him. Um, I don't think he'd even know, man, because he's a complex and layered character. Yeah, he's got depth to him. He's just an asshole. Yeah, and I cannot wait until we're 100% sure Belos is done, so people can really dig into him. It's gonna be great. So good. He's like my dad if my dad had superpowers. Watching silent Disney shows right now. I actually need to sign off soon. I need to run and do something. And then I need to start working on the reviews, the combined review of this and Clouds in the Horizon. Any suggestion on when the specials be airing? According to chat earlier, no, there hasn't been yet. Find some way to write an AU Bella's Redemption fic because that's what I do with all my favorite villains. Good, go for it. I'll read it. Send it to me when you're done. I'll read it. For sure. That sounds great. Like if you can dissect this guy and strip him down to his basics enough to write a compelling redemption, I would definitely read that. All right. So y'all heard me say I'm signing off. I'm signing off now, 100% for sure. Definitely want to do these more often. Not sure when, because all of the stuff I cover first run is done now for at least a while, but I'll figure it out, and we'll do more of these. Yeah, we'll do more of these soon.